Football Overseas YouTube channel, and we are live for another. This is a World Cup preview. Yeah, World Cup preview of the World Cup heading to this World Cup. It's going to be held in North America, and it will be hosted by USA, Canada, Mexico. Yeah, sorry for having my camera off. My yeah, my camera lighting is a bit dark and it won't look nice on camera, so I'm switched off the camera. And it so this is an Asia preview. It is where where we expect Asia to go to, because for Asia it's quarterfinals or nothing. There's a lot of expectations from Asia, and we'll start the stream off in quite a while. Yeah, let's say intro play out and we'll be back.
Welcome to Football Overseas, your favorite sports hub where passion meets sports. Whether it's club football, international tournaments, or global leagues, we bring every game, every story, every debate straight to you. During the international break, every continent comes alive on our channel. Eurovision, all things Europe, Nations League, Euros, FIFA WC qualifiers. Goal Plus Africa, Africa's Heartbeat, AFCON, CHAN, COSAFA Cup, FIFA WC qualifiers. Libertadores Vision, South America Uncovered, Copa Libertadores, Copa America, WC qualifiers. Silk Dynasty, Asia Spotlight, Asian Cup, WC qualifiers. Harambee Stars Unleashed, whether it's club football, international tournaments, or global leagues, we bring every game,
That
every
seems
story.
like my thing is not working. My intro is not working. So it's okay. We'll start off with the stream. So Asia comes to this World Cup with a lot of expectations. The world is expecting from the Asian Football Federation teams are at the all-time high, driven by an expanded 48-team tournament format and the growing prominence of Asian players in elite leagues. Yeah, in elite leagues. Yeah. So fans and pundits are focusing on a few expectations from the continent. There will be a lot of dark horse contenders. Traditional powerhouses like Japan and South Korea are no longer seen as small underdogs. Expectations are higher for them to make deep tournament runs and regularly challenge top European and South American clubs, having proven themselves on the global stage. Also, for Asia, there's a lot of tactical sophistication. Observers expect the qualified Asian teams' squads to be faster, more technical, and highly disciplined. Teams like South Korea, Australia are highly regarded for their rapid counter-attacking transitions and intelligent midfield play. That's what they expect from Asia. And there's an emergence of new powers. The expansion of the tournament has allowed teams like Uzbekistan, who qualified for the first ever World Cup, to make history. People are looking forward to seeing how these rising Central and Western Africans, Asian, Central and Asian, Western Asian squads adapt to the global stage. And there'll be a lot of upsets and there'll be a lot of upsets and inroads. With Asia allocated eight direct qualification, expectations are high for the tournament to secure more knockout stage berths than in the previous tournament, particularly from the deep talent pools of teams like Iran and Saudi Arabia. So people are expecting Asia to reach a stage. Yeah, people are expecting Asia to reach a stage of round of 16 with stronger ambitions and realistic dark horse potential to break into quarterfinals. That's why this stream has said Asia has to make it quarterfinals or nothing. Asia it's time for Asia to stop playing small. It's time for Asia to stop playing small. Asia in the round of 16 in the FIFA World Cup 2022 and last World Cups, the highest stage that they have reached is round of 16. Now, this with this expanded World Cup, there'll be two knockout stages, one additional knockout stage, which means round of 32 and round of 16. For Asia, they need to think big and they need to stop thinking like they need to go for quarterfinals. So for out of 16 now, they need to aim higher. They need to aim for quarterfinals, and I believe Asia can aim for quarterfinals because there are a lot of talented teams. Let me load up my thing. Yeah, as for those who just joined, my camera is off because the lighting is not working as well as it should be. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, apologies for that. I was just testing my lighting before I came in here, and I noticed the lighting is not that good. So I didn't want to give you guys poor quality thing. Yeah. So let me load this thing up. Yeah. So for me, uh, the Asian teams that have qualified for this World Cup are Australia, Australia, Iran, Japan. Jordan is making the debut. Qatar is back in this World Cup. Saudi Arabia is qualified for back to back. South Korea is qualified for back to back. Uzbekistan, Iran did not qualify, so it was Iran qualified. Yeah, Uzbekistan qualified for the debut World Cup. Iraq is back in this World Cup, and yeah, so it is around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams from Asia, and Asia has a lot of potential. I see the best Asian team in this World Cup is South Korea. I believe South Korea can be a very competitive force to mess with. South Korea is placed in the group. South Korea is placed in the group in Group A of Mexico, South Africa, and Czech Republic. I believe South Korea can top that group. South Korea can fly the Asian flag high and fly it high to the quarterfinals. They'll be a competitive force to mess with, and not to mess with in that World Cup as well. Another team not to mess with in that World Cup from Asia is one of the dark. I put two dark horses, three dark horses. That is Iran, Japan, Qatar. Those I believe are dark horses. On the best day, they can upset you. On the worst day, they can perform poorly and they perform as you expect them to perform. But on the best day, they'll upset you and upset the odds against them. So there are teams to look out for. Yeah. Another team to look out for Asia is this. So for Japan, I put them as a classic dark horse. They can shock, but they have a limited deep run. Japan will most likely head to the round of 32 or round of 16, same as Australia will most likely head to the if they qualify for knockout stage, that would be a miracle. Yeah. But if they qualify to the knockout stage, they'll be knocked out in round of 32. But they'll be a classic dark horse. Yeah, Japan and Australia. Teams like Iran, Iran will be a borderline sporadic surprise. They'll have sporadic surprises results. They'll surprise. You can very much underestimate Iran, and on a good day, they can very much surprise you and get a shock result against you. Like that result we didn't expect from Saudi Arabia against Argentina. I feel like we can see that for Iran this time against a big team if they're fully underestimated. And they do have a reason to shock you because of they have conflict ongoing in a nation. So they want to make the nation proud and they want to show that Iran is not here to play around with and they're playing in in a nation where they would not like to play in, especially due to the political issues, but It's not their fault. Either way, it's the fault of the host nation. But anyway, it's here in the World Cup, so they want to make that history. Another team, hmm, I feel like Saudi Arabia will be a punching bag. So Saudi Arabia, I know people say Saudi Arabia will be stronger this time, but Saudi Arabia has changed the management, and the management that shocked them against Argentina. I don't see Saudi Arabia shocking any team this time. But like you know how a punching bag he a punching bag he can hit a lot of the punch bag, but when the punch bag swings back at you, it shocks you a lot. That can be Saudi Arabia. On a bad day, he can punch them and he can destroy that punch bag. On a good day, when Saudi Arabia is having a good day, that when once Saudi Arabia he swings back, it will leave a mark on your face. That's the same way they left a mark on Argentina's face when they beat Argentina in the World Cup 2022. Another team to look out for Asia is Jordan. That is another punchy bag kind of mentality. Jordan is a team where on a bad day, Jordan he can smash Jordan very very badly. On a good day, Jordan can not take a win against you, but take manage to struggle to get a draw against you. Yes. Humiliation. Teams that I feel will struggle. Yeah, teams that I feel will struggle will be Iraq. Iraq, I feel will struggle in this World Cup. They don't have the quality to. They'll disappoint the Asian continent. Yeah, and I feel like they're struggling in that group. They were placed in a very very strong group with France, Senegal, Norway. Don't think they'll make it out of that group. I think they'll be the team where every nation will want to get points off, easy 3 points off, and they'll humiliate the Asian continent by dropping the standards a bit lower. Yeah. Uh yeah, so how far will Asia go? I feel like if I'm being honest for this Asia's preview, Asia will go to the quarterfinals. They can stretch the quarterfinals. Most likely, most of them will be knocked out. You'll see a lot of them being knocked out in round of 32. Some will make it to round of 16, but only one will make it to the quarterfinals. And I feel like that one will be South Korea. The one that will make it to round of 16 will be a team like Iran. No, will be a team like Japan. And one that will make it to round of 32 will be a lot of teams like Jordan and no, Australia. Yeah, Jordan will be knocked out with Iraq. Yeah. Apart from that, I think if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, we are 996 subs. We are 4 subs away from 1K subs. And this is solely your match preview as we are. No, this is your World Cup preview as we are so close to the World Cup. So we have covered for Asia. Next, we're planning to cover is for European nation, European continent. Next, is it next week or something like that? Next week or tomorrow? I'll I'll update you in the Instagram page as well about that. But thank you for those who joined. Thank you for those who listened. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hopefully Asia does well in this World Cup. One of the few continents that I see actually shocking the world and making a statement in this World Cup could be Asia and Africa. I know a lot of people don't expect a lot from those two continents, and a lot of people will expect a lot from teams like South America, from continents like South America and Europe. People will expect South America and Europe to carry the World Cup trophy home, and I feel like nations like continents like Asia and Africa will shock the world a lot with their performances. Could not shock the world in a bad way, but shock the world in a good way and make a statement in this World Cup. Hopefully, I'm right and I want to be proven right. Yeah, it's time for Asia and Africa to to go to America and end this sentiment thing that America and Europeans and South Americans have against this whole continent, and to make a statement. Apart from that, make sure you subscribe, like, share, and I'll be back later on. I think I'll be back at 6 p.m. at 4 p.m. UK time for Premier League. Go rush, watch along, watch party. Yeah. So apart from that, I'll see you guys next time, and to those.